The following video is the raw interrogation of Jennifer Ebert, who confesses to some of the most outrageous abuse and torture done on 10-year-old Takoda Collins. We're following three criminals in this case: Al-Mutahan McLean, Amanda Hinze and Jennifer Ebert. All was sentenced after the death of Takoda Collins on September 30, 2021. And in this video it follows 27-year-old Jennifer Ebert, the sister of Amanda Hinze, who also resides in the same household as Al-Mutahan McLean, has pleaded guilty to charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangerment, after years of having Takoda locked in the attic, forced to eat his own feces, shocked with an electric collar and so much more. Takoda passed in December 2019 after he was taken to Dayton Children's Hospital because he was unresponsive. Prosecutors have said that between 2015 and time of passing, the boy was subjected to various types of abuse which escalated into extreme blunt force trauma.
We won't have you here very long. Has anything happened since you left here?
No.
Okay, everything's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how things would be with Amanda after you left. Is everything okay there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably a little bit peaceful in some regards not having Al there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Has he tried to call at all?
No.
Okay. And have you been in touch with your mom since?
No, I haven't talked to her.
Okay. Amanda has though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we were just, the big thing for us is we're trying to get time frames. You moved here in 2016, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you moved here, where was your room?
At first it was upstairs.
In the attic?
Yep.
Okay. And then what changed?
Well, he was in that one room off the bathroom area when I moved down, or whatever, and then he just stunk up the whole downstairs. So that's when they moved him off the dining room area, in that one room that I'm at now.
In the back?
Yeah,
okay.
They moved him back there, and then it just started stinking up Amanda's room because it's right off her room too. So then they moved him down in the basement, because there's a back room, like if you turn left down there, there's a room right there, and then he just got tired of going, I don't know what changed about him being down there, and then they put him back in that back room and off the dining room area, and then they put him back in that room off the bathroom, and then they put him upstairs. That's when they talked to me about moving back downstairs in that room because we cleaned it up and everything, painted it and stuff like that. And then he went upstairs.
Okay. So, and he was in the bigger part or whatever that's leaking now for a little while.
Yeah.
And then he jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Is that the point that he was moved, that they put the door up?
Yeah.
Okay. So was he in school when you first came?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was going to school.
Yeah.
How long from the time you were here did he stop going to school?
Let me see. I think he didn't go to school this year and then last year. So about these last 2 years, yeah.
Okay. And so has he been in the attic most of the time since he stopped going to school?
Yeah.
Okay. When did the abuse happen before he got pulled out of school?
No, he was doing it while he was in school, but he just spanked him with an open hand at first. He just kept on just spanking him at first.
Like a lot? Or?
Yeah. But, he is a good father. He won't intentionally do it, but Takoda was just so out of control, he just couldn't do much they needed help for him and everything. They just never really got any help from him.
So this excessive abuse, though, where he's been up in the attic and he's been hit with things and punched and kicked and stood on, when did this start?
I would have to say about when he got pulled out of school.
Okay, so maybe last year, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
A couple years ago, whenever he was done with school.
Yeah.
Were you there when Khalil was there at all?
Yeah.
What was the story with him?
Honestly, I don't really remember much. I remember.
Did Al hit him at all? Because he's a little bit older.
I don't think so.
Okay. So he's been staying kind of up in the attic, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I want to make sure that we've got this right. So he stopped going to school 2017?
If I remember correctly, somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay. And that's when he was pretty much put up in the attic.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, was he locked up there at that point?
Not at first, but after he jumped out the window is when he had to get locked up there for his safety and everybody else's.
Okay. Well, why would he jump out the window? Like, was that door to the other area shut?
No, the door wasn't up there yet.
Okay, but was the downstairs door, because there's a lock on that door too, was that one locked? Where it's like
At the time, yes, because we was all sleeping.
Okay.
He did it early in the morning. And then he came knocking on the doors, I guess. I was sleeping or whatever, and Amanda came, it woke me up freaking out because there's blood everywhere. And he just said that he had a bad dream about zombies and everything, and he was saving himself, and he jumped out a window about this big.
Right.
So.
And he was saving himself?
Yeah.
Okay. So he comes home from the hospital like maybe a day or two after that incident. I know that from medical records. So he came home like, it might have even been the next day. What happened then? Did he go back up to the attic when he came home?
No, because he had a cast on his legs, so they moved him to that one off the dining rooms because he couldn't walk down the stairs with the cast on.
Okay, and so how long do you think he was there?
I would have to say probably a couple weeks at the top, maybe a month.
So did he stay back in that room all the time? Did he just stay back there? Did he eat back there?
Yeah.
He just stayed in that room?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Al spank him or hit him during that time?
Not that I would remember.
Okay. So at some point, though, how long? So he gets the cast off, I'm guessing, at some point, right?
Yeah.
Did he go back and get it off?
I don't think so. I don't remember if he did or not. I think they took it off themselves.
Okay. And so after his cast got off, is that when he went upstairs again?
Yeah.
Okay. At what point, because he doesn't have any clothes. He doesn't have any clothes that are his size. Obviously, he soiled them all at different times.
Yeah.
How long has he been up there basically naked? What would you say?
Probably a long time. Mainly the whole time. So every time we give him, even I gave him a pair of shorts to cover himself up, and we gave him diapers and everything, but he just kept on soiling himself.
So most of the time he's been up there. So possibly
Yeah,
since like 2018, because that's when he got injured. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's been up there pretty much with no clothes since he healed from that injury?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. As far as the abuse part, and I know you didn't see it all because you were downstairs, when did Al, in comparison to the time he started staying up there, locked up there with obviously naked, how long until Al started really beating on him, punching him, hitting him with stuff?
I would have to say probably a few months ago or so, around that 2 months ago.
So the excessive abuse started a few months ago.
I would have to say so, somewhere around there, yeah.
Did he punch him before that?
No, he just used his open hand at first.
You mentioned that he used a taser on him. How long ago was that?
He only used it once.
That you know of?
Yeah, that I know of.
How long ago was that?
Probably weeks ago, maybe.
A couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the hot sauce issue?
Well, every time he came down wet, he would just pour it on him. That's all I know, is that he would just go all crazy on it, pour it on him. When he was on the stairs, upstairs, he would go upstairs and just, yeah.
Pour the hot sauce on him
Mm-hmm.
to make him burn, and that's what he said, to make him burn.
Yeah.
So how many times do you think he did that? I mean, you were saying a lot, and this was daily, right?
Yeah.
He used it almost daily on him?
For like, maybe in the last week or so, yeah.
Okay, but he did it before that, just it was more consistent over the last week? Or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Wasn't,
I'm not trying to put
wasn't
words
the
in my-
first time he actually did the hot sauce and spray, like he used cologne to spray him too. So it wasn't the first time he did that.
On his butt? Or
Yeah, just
okay.
everywhere.
Okay. I want to go to the day of this incident, and I know this is super upsetting, okay? In some regards, this obviously isn't something you're openly talking about with people, so maybe it'll help you to say it again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know that's hard to say, but we just have to make sure we have the details of that day.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so you're awake, and he's stumbling, running into walls, was my understanding. Tell me from there, kind of.
Well, I want to just start from the beginning of the day.
That's fine.
Okay,
Nope,
so I
even better.
so I wake up about 6:45 every day because I have to get the boys fed and ready because they want me to get Takoda fed and use the bathroom before Josiah wakes up because he's naked and he stinks and everything. Josiah doesn't need to see that. So I get his food ready and call him down. I call him like maybe 10 times. He wouldn't come down. And then finally I said, just forget it. You can just stay up there. Just do whatever. And then he said, I'm coming. Took him a while. And so I just stood there with the door open waiting for him to come down. And I seen him. He was holding the walls like this, trying to walk. And he was stumbling and stuff like that. So then when he came down, I opened the door a little wider so he can come through. He rubbed up against that corner between the hallway corner. I told him to stop rubbing on things. I just, like I said, I thought he was putting on a show like he always does. And so then he fell towards Josiah's door. I stumbled, and then to the bathroom door. He stumbled across that, and then when he got in the bathroom, he fell forward into the bathtub. Like, he just, I don't know how to explain it, but he just held himself like, oh, like, you know, when you throw up or something, that's how he held himself. And then I told him he's got to stop, otherwise he's going to wake up his dad. And then finally he was pulling down his shorts, whatever, to go to the bathroom, and I told him to get off because he couldn't touch the toilet, and his clothes couldn't touch it or anything, because he
had clothes on?
Yeah, he wears shorts sometimes. And then he had to hold the toilet to hold himself up, and then when he was going to the bathroom, Al came out his bedroom. And this was probably about 7:30 or something, or a little after. And then a little before. And then when Al came out, he elbowed him in the back, and then he fell forward. Takoda fell forward, and that's when I just walked away because I knew it was just going to go bad from there. And then that's really all I've seen. But then he went upstairs, and then I only seen a few bits of it, so because I was reading and watching Josiah at this time. But the parts that I did see was that he made Takoda lay on his stomach, hands, I don't know if his hands were behind his head or his back, but I know he stood on him with all his weight holding the ceiling like this.
He was standing on
Yeah.
him. Okay.
And that's basically the rest of I've seen. Because I just didn't want to see what was happening after that.
Right. Well, at some point you said he brought him down and put him in the bathtub.
Yeah. And then after that, he told him, because he was washing his shorts at the time because he ran some water. And then he told him to scrub, otherwise he was going to drown him, I guess. And then shortly after he said that, I heard splashing, and like he gasped for air.
You could hear him gasping for air.
Yeah. And then he took him back upstairs already.
How long do you think that was going on where he's like splashing and gasping for air?
Maybe like, he only did it for like 2 seconds. He put him under and just lifted him back up and sent him upstairs.
Okay. But it was enough where you could hear him gasping.
Yeah.
Did he cry at all?
No, because usually it's the dogs barking, and none of the dogs made any noises, even the outside dogs. Like, none of them barked or anything. He wasn't making any noise. That's why Amanda slept through it all.
So then he takes him back upstairs. Did he walk upstairs or did Al carry him?
I don't know. I think he walked upstairs at this time. And then he put him on his bed, and then that's all I know. Seen after he did all that and put him on his bed, he walked back down, and then that was the end of it. That's what
You said at one point you saw that he was on his side and he was kind of like behind him. Do you remember telling us that?
No.
That Takoda was on his side, and you could see that Al was kind of behind him, but you couldn't really see what was going on. Do you remember that?
No.
You said that there was that chair upstairs that he would sit on sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
How long was that up there?
Probably a couple weeks. He only sat on it when he was, like, mainly misbehaving. Like, wouldn't stand still or anything. Like, if Al told him to stand still, like, he makes him cross his legs and stuff because he's naked, and stuff like that. So he makes him cross his legs, and if you don't do that, he makes him sit down.
On the stool, but
Yeah.
with the flat part up.
Yeah, he sits on the flat part, yeah.
Did you see Al come down with the stool leg or anything?
No.
Okay.
Did you ever see the stool broken?
No. When I went upstairs, after it all happened is when I seen it up there. I didn't know it.
When did you go upstairs and see it? Was it like before the police were called or after you went home that night?
It was after.
Has it been cleaned? Have you guys cleaned it up there at all?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
You cleaned it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is all that stuff at now?
In the garbage. On the side of the road.
On the side of the road?
Yeah, in the garbage.
Okay, at your house though?
Yeah, because garbage goes to there.
It was today?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when did you see the stool? I'm sorry, I don't think I was clear on that.
We went up there yesterday to start cleaning.
So you didn't see the broken stool
No, not until yesterday.
until yesterday?
Yeah.
You had mentioned that when he came down, he was kind of like rubbing up against stuff or whatever, acting like he always does. What do you mean by that?
Well, he just like always, I don't know how to explain that. It's just, like I said, he always puts on a show. Just like, I caught him shaking his butt one time because whatever on the camera. And he just likes just to dance around, move around. So I just thought he was just doing that just to make me mad. So I can tell Al that he was just not ever listening to me because he never listens to me. That's why I just gave up talking to him at the most part.
He's dancing around. Why is that bad?
I don't know. I was just always told that if he's doing stuff that he's not supposed to, we just tell him and like that.
Because he's touching stuff? Is that why?
Well, I'm going to get up and show you stuff that Takoda's supposed to do. So he's supposed to stand like this with his sometimes hands behind his head, sometimes behind his back. So if he goes like this or like just uncrosses them, Al freaks out. And then I know this is going to be weird, but another thing, he's supposed to go like this, and he's supposed to bend over, just like this, and then have his hands spread out like that. So, yeah, and if he's not doing that, I have to tell Al, and that's
like all the time while he's up there, so he's not touching anything?
Yeah.
So for like hours, he's supposed to be doing that?
Until 7 in the morning till about sometimes 3, 4 in the morning.
It's almost 24 hours. Well, 20 hours, essentially.
That he's just supposed to stand there either with his legs crossed and over?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
I guess that was supposed to make him start listening, get things through his head that he's stopped going to the bathroom on himself. I don't know.
How long has he been doing that, or he's doing that for hours at a time?
I can't even remember when he started.
I mean, like a year or months?
Probably longer than a year. I don't know. I don't remember.
That he's been supposed to stay like that? How's he supposed to sleep if he's doing that?
He goes to bed an hour, but at least recently he started going to bed at 8 o'clock. But before that, I was always told to have him up until Amanda gets home, which is around 11. And then if I tell him to go to bed, I'll sometimes freak out, and that's when he started railing in on him again.
When you say he was supposed to stay up, so you watched him on the camera to make sure he's awake and not laying down, or?
Yeah, he lays down right over on his cot.
But he's not allowed to go to sleep until she got home. Is that accurate? Or
yeah.
How do you know if he's asleep or not? If he's
he's not supposed to lay down until Amanda gets home. So I'm rewording it. Sorry, it's just
You're okay.
No, you're fine. So he's supposed to be up doing those.
Yeah, until Amanda gets home.
With his legs crossed.
Yeah, and sometimes Amanda tells him to go to bed, and then when Al ever gets home, he tells him to get back up. And so maybe he lays down for like 2-3 hours.
And he tells him to get up again.
Yeah.
And then he has to do that standing there again.
Yeah. And
until
then
he tells him.
Yeah, and then I get him back up about 7 o'clock every day.
So how does he eat and stuff? Is he allowed to get out of that position to eat?
Just to come down and get his food, and then goes back up and does it again while he eats.
Does he come down? I thought you said the other day you brought it up.
No, I said that he comes down to the bottom of the stairs, so that's when I go to the bathroom, and then he goes back up and
eats up there.
Yeah.
Okay. So who goes and gets the dish? Does he bring that down?
Yeah, he brings it all down and puts it at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Had he eaten anything the day before that you could tell?
The day before this all happened?
Well, or even that day. Did he eat that day?
Yeah. He had, I gave him 2 bagels with peanut butter on it for breakfast.
But did he actually eat them that you know of?
Should have. I thought I seen him eating it, but...
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough.
it sounds like Amanda's kind of the breadwinner at home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is she aware of the level that the abuse had reached?
No. She's always, I guess she slept through it the night before this all happened because she was just so exhausted from work. She's been sick and everything. And then that morning it happened, she slept through it again because, yeah.
Okay, so what happened the night before?
I don't know. I went to bed early.
But you know something happened?
I heard a little bit of him screaming, but I didn't go out and
Who's
check.
screaming?
Takoda.
Screaming like he was in pain? Or?
Yeah, but I just figured it was another one of those days that he just didn't listen, or he just came home drunk and just started railing on him.
Had Al been up for an extended period of time, or was he, I mean, I think you said that Takoda woke him up. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Takoda woke him up.
Yeah.
By walking into the walls.
Unless I woke him up by hollering at him for walking into the...
I have another question. You said, when Takoda came down the steps, he was kind of like walking into walls and stuff. And, you said you thought he was putting on a show. Was it normal for him to be unsteady like that? Or off balance or falling over?
Yeah.
That was normal?
Yeah, because, he always just falls over. Even when he's laying in bed, he just falls out of bed. And so he just likes putting on shows. He just likes getting into trouble is what he always said.
Who always said?
Takoda. He always been like that ever since, I don't know how long, but he always said he just likes getting into trouble.
Is this your way of thinking where he was acting up, or is this what Al says? Like he keeps acting up? Like where are you getting that that's acting out for him?
That's what Takoda always says.
Takoda would say what? I'm
that
sorry.
he likes he does it just to get his beatings, and he just, I guess he always, I don't know, he just always said that he...
When did he say that?
I always ask him why he does it, and he always says, because I like getting my beatings, I just, stuff like that.
You heard him say that?
Yeah, he always said that, or when I asked him.
Is that stuff Al told him to say? Did you ever hear Al tell him?
No. Takoda just says it. I don't know why, but...
It seems odd to me because as far as I know, he didn't wear clothes the majority of the time, right? Why did he have shorts on that morning?
Well, he always had a pair of shorts, but Al makes him wear it on top of his head because he is always wet and everything. So it just, full of pee and poop. So he puts it on top of his head.
He puts them on his head and then he puts them on before he comes down
Yeah,
normally?
yeah.
Okay. But he's up there naked with the pants on his head?
Yeah.
Okay. What are those pants, what do they look like?
I think maybe normal, like...
Are they shorts or are they pants?
Yeah, they're shorts. They're just...
You have any idea what color?
I think, like dark blue, maybe black.
Okay. Because I think he had tan pants on. Did you see him get him dressed before the police came?
No. I was in the car.
Okay.
I have a question. When they brought him down before you and Amanda left, where was he when you left?
He was in the bathtub. Because as soon as they both get up in the morning, I go back to my room because I get up early. I just take a short nap. But Amanda came back there freaking out, saying stuff like, I don't know what she was all saying, but she was like, she said that we gotta go, and that's about it. She was in tears and stuff, and I didn't even have a chance to put freaking shoes or a sweater on. I just got out the house and stuff, so I didn't know what the heck was going on.
But he was in the bathtub?
Yeah.
How do you know he was in the bathtub? Just by passing by?
Yeah. Door was open, light was on. I seen Al hovering over the bathtub.
And could you see Takoda?
No.
You just saw Al over the bathtub?
Yeah, which I kind of figured. Something. Amanda told me that he was in the bathtub. That she was trying to push on his chest, I guess, trying to get him to breathe, because I guess he wasn't even breathing in the bathtub. So.
So you didn't see him at that point, though?
No,
You
I
had seen him
just
earlier?
walked straight out the house, I grabbed Joe and walked out.
I think when we talked earlier, after you heard him in the bathtub and you thought he was drowning, you said something about Al kind of took him and threw him around. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he did that all upstairs.
So he took him out of the bathtub, and Takoda, did he drag Takoda up? Or
No, Takoda walked up there.
He walked?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he stumbling or
Yeah.
walking with help or just by himself?
If I know, I think he was just stumbling by himself. And then Al was walking up behind him, and that's when it all doors shut, and that's last I seen of it for like 30 seconds so he could go up the stairs. Then he made him lay on the bed, and then he got him back up again, and he took him over by those windows, those boarded windows, and then he was tossing him around on the floor.
What kind of things could you hear from downstairs? Because I know
He didn't, nobody even said anything, he just,
Al wasn't yelling at him,
no,
or
mm-mm.
could you hear the thuds? Could you hear things being thrown around? I mean, like,
All I heard was Al's feet, because he just, that's basically all I heard.
could you hear the hits? Could you hear, like, I mean, could you hear like that kind of sound? Like that?
When you're upstairs, you can't really hear, like, smacking sounds, it's just
Did you see him kick him?
not around he was upstairs, no, I just seen him stomping on him, or stepping on him, I should say, that's the only thing I seen him.
So after he takes him over by the window and throws him around on the floor, what was he throwing around on the floor? Like just flinging him? I mean, how was he?
Just like, here, just like grabbing him like this and sliding him around the floor, I guess I should say.
Like dragging him around?
Yeah.
And then he, did he get back in bed then at that point? I'm trying to figure out when he stands on him.
That was right away as soon as he got,
Sorry.
it's fine,
Take
I'm
your
just
time,
kind
have
of,
a look at it.
okay, so, I think it was shortly before the first time he put him into bed, and he spilled on him.
On the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he was on the floor.
Yeah.
And then but you said he had his hands up on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay. And he was on his back? Is that where he was standing on him?
On the back, yeah, he was standing on his back.
Okay. So then after he gets off of him, did you see him get off of him too?
Yeah.
And then what did he do?
I think he put him back in the bed, but like I said, after I see him standing on him, I went back to my book. 'Cause, yeah.
And then when you look back at it though, he was in bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that when you saw Al standing beside him?
Yeah, 'cause he was pouring that hot sauce on him.
Oh, he did that too?
Yeah.
That day?
Yeah.
Okay. And you could tell because he had a bottle?
Yeah.
Where was he pouring it at that point? Could you tell?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And so after he pours the hot sauce on him, what then?
And then he came back down, and he went back to bed. Like it never even happened.
And then,
About 12:30, 1 o'clock, they both woke up, and that's, I guess, when I don't know, like I said, as soon as they woke up, I went back to bed, so I don't know what happened.
so where was Joe? Where was Josiah then?
He was in the living room.
Okay, so he's just watching TV or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Has he ever spanked Josiah that you've seen?
No, I'm the only one who actually spanked Josiah. He likes to throw his toys and stuff like that. We're trying to teach him not to throw things. So, and I'm the only one there, so I have to kind of discipline Josiah. So I spank him and tell him no, and then I put him in his room and shut the light off and shut the door for like 30 seconds. And then when I open the door and turn the light back on, he's just sitting on his bed playing with his toys. And then I tell him to come out, and then goes back to playing with his toys.
So I'm going to get back to the house too. You guys went up and cleaned it up after you left here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the metal spatula still there? Do you know?
I think we threw everything out.
Through anything that was mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the taser?
I never seen that one. Never seen it since.
Okay. But specifically, you know the spatula was thrown out?
Yeah, because I threw it out.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Into the trash along with the tarp
Yes.
and the cot.
Yes.
And did you guys completely clean out that attic area?
Yes.
Okay. Was there clothing up there?
There was some in there's small closets up there. It was just, the bag was buried. There was clothes up there. I seen it when I was cleaning out the closet. There was a small bag up there. That had a few things in there.
A few things.
Yeah, and then in the basement there was a bag of clothes, shoes, socks, a bag.
Ironically enough, there's a lot of dog poop and pee down in the basement.
Yeah, I haven't went down there and cleaned it up.
Well, it's just weird to me that Al's so angry about Takoda peeing and pooping, that the dogs are okay to do
I
that.
never understood that either.
So it's been like that for a while.
Yeah.
He just blames all that on Takoda instead of the smell of maybe dog urine or feces.
He does blame it on the dog sometimes.
Does he ever hit the dogs?
No.
Just Takoda?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said the trash goes today.
Yeah.
When does it typically go?
Varies on the day. So.
So you heard screaming the night before, but you don't know what happened. Because I think you said that you sleep a certain way or something.
Yeah.
Does he very often make noise like that? Like scream or anything?
Yeah, he always screams when
When he's getting hit?
He always tells me to shush.
Okay, so it's not uncommon for him to scream if he's in pain, but he didn't do that after Al brought him up that day? He didn't make any noise?
And you didn't see or hear anything that you can remember from the night before?
No.
One more thing real quick while we are here. There was a laundry basket across from the bathroom that had the stool thing in it. Was that there that morning? Like the leg of the stool?
Not that I know of.
You didn't notice there being a leg in there?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What about the shorts that he had on that morning? Where were they?
I don't know.
Did you make him wash them that morning?
That's what he was supposed to be in the bathtub for, is to wash up and wash his shorts that morning.
So he was in. I thought Al put him in the bathtub.
Yeah, the first time.
After he came into the bathroom, Al put him in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Okay, and he was supposed to be in there washing himself and washing the shorts?
Yeah.
Okay. Then where did the shorts end up, do you know?
That I don't know. I haven't seen them that morning.
Okay.
Did you guys find Al's phone?
No. Didn't even know it was missing.
Okay. Real quick, he's washing his shorts, and then that's when you hear Al saying, "If you don't scrub them, I'm going to drown you."
Yeah.
And then you hear splashing and then him gasping for air, right?
Yeah.
That's the first time when he's down there.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was in the bathtub at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, he was all the way in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a picture in my mind that he was like leaning over the bathtub, but he was in the bathtub. Okay.
Do you know, I mean, did you see him in the bathtub that first time, or is that just what you?
Yeah, because I had to go get Josiah some water. So he just got done
So
eating.
you physically saw him all the way in the bathtub?
Yeah.
And then heard him splashing and gasping. Okay. Okay, go and get you out of here. Thank you. I know this is hard, but we appreciate it.
Kathy, were you at or?
Not comfortable. Not this. I don't care. Don't care. I don't care. She can be my first. She can go. She wants. Just go on. Go down.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Tell me what this is.
Well, I moved down here 3 years ago, and I moved down here because I had to take care of the boys. And that was the whole deal, that I take care of the house and the boys, and he'll buy my dog food or whatever, clean the house and do all that. So,
You're okay. I'm gonna take a breath.
and
Jennifer, I'm sorry, just really quick. I just want to remind you of the paper that we went over to make sure that you remember everything we went over before.
I'm gonna tell everything. Like I said to him, I was gonna talk. I'm not going down for this no more.
Okay.
Because they always said if anything happens, we're all going down. Well, I'm not going down as much as they are, because I'm tired.
Somebody told you all were going down for it? Who?
Amanda.
Amanda told you all were going to go down for it? Okay. So, you moved down here 3 years ago to watch the boys, okay? The understanding was they're going to buy dog food for your dog and obviously take care of you, right?
Yeah, take care of me and my dog. But, can you give me a second? Just
Yeah.
But he was in that room downstairs, and then he was misbehaving because he was pooping everywhere. He could use the bathroom any time, whatever, like a normal child. But he would refuse to use the bathroom and use it himself every night and everything. And so then he started spanking him, putting him in the corner. it escalated from there. And then he moved him to the basement and that spare room that we got down there. And then he kept on doing the same thing and stuff like that. And then he would start doing a little more, punching him and kicking him, stuff like that. And then he moved him to where I was, because I was still upstairs at the time. And then he would still do the same thing. And then he would start punching him, kicking him, elbowing him in the gut, smacking him across the head and everything. And then he recently started using a taser. And then then we got this metal spatula down right over that he used to beat him with it. And then this morning, I called him down for breakfast. He wouldn't come. I called him down, kept on calling him down. Finally, he came down, and then I woke up Al, and he was sitting, Takoda was sitting on the toilet, and he elbowed him in the back, and then he fell to the floor, and he
Take your time.
started beating on him, and then he threw him in the bathtub, and it sounded like he was drowning him. So he was talking to him and telling him he was going to drown him, and it sounded like that because all I heard was splashing because he wouldn't clean his shorts because he came down wet this morning. And he took him back upstairs and threw him out. Then he made him lay on his stomach, hands behind his back, and he stepped on him. And then he made him lay in the bed, and he was laying on his side, and then he was at the back of him. I don't know what he was doing out there, I couldn't see. And then he threw him back off the bed, drug him a little bit, and then, I know, it was going on for 30 years. I should have done something even longer, since he was little. That's the first cop I'm the one was in. But all I know is that Amanda never laid any hands on him. I mean, she would spank him and just tell him not to do things, tell him to do things, but he would never listen. So we both told Al that he wouldn't listen, and then Al would go beat on it.
When you said he tased him, he had like a physical taser or like a
Yeah, a little pink one.
little pink taser? And then there's a metal spatula that he used to hit him with. You said that he was behind him today, right? Were Takoda's hands tied, or? Okay. Did you see,
I don't know what else was going on. I was in the middle of reading and watching Joe when he was playing, so I wasn't really doing much paying attention to what was going on.
What was Takoda doing? Was he crying, screaming?
Not at first. Well, at first he was, but when it was over, he was quiet. And then when they woke up about 1 o'clock, well, because he went back to bed around 10, and then they woke up, and then they laid me on the couch, and I went back to bed for a while, because I was tired. And then I got woken up by Amanda crying and freaking out. And then that's when we left. Because Takoda wasn't breathing.
There was part of like a stool or something. What was going on with that?
He would make him sit on it with his legs wide open because I don't know the whole reason.
He would sit on it when it was part of the chair? Or
Yeah, when it was all the way together. Because he wouldn't stand still with his legs crossed, hands behind his head. And then he brought that home one day and made him sit on it.
like with the legs up?
No, he was sat on the top of it.
Did you see Al with this, like one of the legs today?
He hid it behind the dresser in the living room. That part of it, and then the other one was in the sink in the bathroom.
What was he doing with it?
What that, I don't know. I can tell you that one. I don't know what he was doing with that.
So you said that, like, after this was going on, he went back to bed. Who went back to bed?
Al, because he made Takoda go back to bed lay back on his bed and not make a word or sound. And then I just figured he was sleeping the way he was just.
What bed was he laying on?
That was a cat. A cat. Looking thing. I don't know what they did with it.
Where was that at?
It was all upstairs.
A cat thing?
Yeah, like a big green cat.
God.
Yeah, like a bed, like.
Yeah.
Oh, cat. I'm sorry. Wisconsin coming out in ya.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wasn't following. Okay, so the cot, it was green.
Yeah.
Okay, so once Amanda obviously was upset, and then you guys left and went to the store. Okay. And Al stayed there.
Yeah, because then, right after we left, he called the cops. She told him to call. He wasn't breathing or making funny noises or whatever. I was half asleep when we left. I didn't know what was going on, so I left with no sweater and no shoes or anything. I just picked up Joe and we left.
Did you go to those 3 places that you told us you went to?
Yes.
Do you know what she wanted to talk to her friend at Walgreens about?
I think just to get advice of what to do, but she didn't. All her friend said was don't run because I'd look bad. Because she didn't tell her exactly what was going on, so, yeah, that's what I was like.
So that's when you guys kind of went back home.
And we drove around the neighborhood a little bit to see what was going on, if the cops were still there. And then finally she just gave up and went home.
So the leg to the stool, you know what I'm talking about? You never saw him use that on Josiah?
No, I didn't. No. That child never got beat or anything, just got some spankings when he wouldn't listen, but.
I didn't mean
That's
Josiah,
okay.
I'm sorry, I meant Takoda.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, but I was just saying that,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, that's one thing I never seen him use. He usually just use that spatula, his fist, his feet, and everything that is the only thing that he could see.
Did he like drag him up or down the steps or anything like that?
I know this morning he was wobbling like crazy when he was coming down the stairs. So I told him, I didn't know what was going on. I told him to walk like normal, you know. And so then he was walking, like rubbing up on things, and I woke up Al. So that's why I said Al got mad and started beating on him. But he. I'm not 100% sure. He was having troubles walking, so I know. I think I seen him on the camera grabbing his ear and dragging him, but I'm don't 100% sure on that one.
On the camera. So there was a camera upstairs? They kept a camera up there while he was in the attic?
Yeah.
Is that stuff recorded? What is it, live? So you can only watch what's going on? And that's how you saw him stand on him and put him on his stomach and all that? So he did pretty much stay up in the attic, though. Did he get locked in that room a lot? Yes.
The only time he came down was just to the bathroom.
Good.
And shower once in a while. I said I would feel better.
You what, hon?
Well, you said I would feel better if I got it. I think I feel worse.
You will on the long run. Hang on real quick. Be right back. That's what I said. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, sorry, hon. It looks like he had like something carved in him. Did he like ever cut him with something?
Not that I know, no.
And at any point did you know of him to harm himself?
Takoda?
Yeah.
Well, I know he did jump out a window from up there.
But that's the only thing you know of?
As far as I know of, yeah.
Okay. Had you ever heard any rumors about him Al sexually assaulting him?
He will never do that. No. Yeah. That, I don't know about that one.
Why was he that way with him? Like, I mean, I can see that there's no pictures in there. There was no pictures, no nothing. Like, he just didn't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. Did he ever threaten you? Did Al ever threaten you?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, why did you never call the police or anything about it?
I don't know really. Just, I wanted to stand his arms. But then he would just tell us if he would come up with some stupid story when if we ever did, he would just say, oh, I'll just say this and that, and I don't know, it was just...
You just make excuses. I mean, does he drink? Is it when he drinks, or is he just an angry person?
Both.
Does it get worse if he drinks? Really? Does he drink a lot? Really? Is that what he does all day?
He would usually go out when let's say about 2, 3 in the afternoon, sometimes 4, and I'll come home about 2, 3 in the morning.
Does he ever abuse your sister?
He used to when they lived in Wisconsin, but now he just throws things at the floor and punches walls.
Or takes it out on Takoda?
That's it.
So Takoda pees the bed, is that kind of what his problem is with him?
Yeah, what really, and like he, I noticed last maybe week or so he didn't go poop in the toilet, because I'm told to watch him because he likes to rub poop everywhere. So I kind of just peek in on him, see what he's doing, not trying to be gross or anything, but, and then I noticed that he doesn't poop in the toilet, and so I told Al about that, so he asked him, and I guess one night he was pooping upstairs and he ate it, so I don't know what was the deal with all that.
Like he would have gotten in trouble if he had
If
been
there was,
down with it?
yeah, he would beat him.
So he ate it?
Yeah.
How do you know he ate it? You saw him?
I guess that's what they said. What he said. What Takoda said, I should say. That he
Takoda
eats
said he
it.
ate it?
Yeah. Because one day he was skinny, I should say. And then the next day, his stomach was fat. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I just thought he just gained weight overnight. Just, Like, guess I could have fed him food, really good food, so.
Did he actually eat though? Like food
Yeah, because
with you
there's
guys?
no, what's that?
Did he come down and eat with you guys?
No, we gave him some bowls and a bowl and sent it upstairs.
You had to stay upstairs and eat?
Yeah.
What did he eat?
No, usually what we eat, like pizza and macaroni and cheese and everything. Like, But, yeah, so this morning I gave him bagels with peanut butter. Usually, and then lately I've been just giving him everything that Joe eats is what I give him.
He's just really thin. Doesn't he seem kind of thin to you?
Yeah.
Why is he so thin?
I don't know. I feed him 3 times a day, sometimes 4.
Does he eat, or does he just
He
you
does.
give him food?
Yeah, he eats it.
Are you giving him like smaller portions? Or are you giving him like portions you give to Josiah?
No, I give him a full bowl full, like a lot of food. So I don't know what's all going on with that.
Are you the one responsible for feeding him for all the meals?
Yeah.
So when you go up and feed him, is he back in that locked area then?
No, he's just, when you just go upstairs, he's right next to the railing.
Okay. So he was in that area. Was the other area locked off, or?
Yeah, because that's the window, in the area, he was in there before, but that's when he jumped out the window, and plus the ceiling was all falling down and everything. We gotta get that fixed. But
That's where he jumped out the window up there?
yeah, that's why it's boarded up there.
And that's probably because he was being kept up there?
Yeah, that too.
Huh.
So I know that I kind of missed parts, so I just want to make sure that I understand everything, and I apologize if I'm repeating stuff. But so Al got pissed off this morning because Takoda woke him up by walking into things.
Well, yeah, I'm falling down into the bathroom door and over the bathtub.
Okay. So did Takoda take a beating last night? Is that why he was so disoriented today?
He could have, but I went to bed early because I had to get up early. So I'm usually up about, I was like, 6:45 to feed boys, take care of them and everything.
Blaze? I'm sorry. Is that
To the boys. I got
the boys? Okay.
Yeah, feed the boys, take care of them, and then go outside, take care of the dogs. I just got a lot to handle.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds like you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit. Yeah, just basically do everything while he goes out and drinks and she works.
Okay.
So you don't know if he got...
No, because I sleep with headphones on and my face mask, whatever thingy.
Do you do that so you don't hear the
This,
screaming?
that, and it's just peaceful. Because I don't have a fan on back there and everything. It's just my door closed. I just don't hear anything.
Okay. So it's fair to say maybe he did, maybe he didn't last night.
Right.
Okay. But he gets beat on every day.
Pretty much. Okay. It's unusual when you don't.
Okay. And did you ever try to take him to the doctor or get him medical help or anything?
No.
Can you explain that to me a little bit?
I don't know how. I tried, but he would come up with an excuse saying Takoda is crazy and he does self-harm and everything. So he just comes up with an excuse that it's all sports fault.
Okay. So, in one of the pictures, it looks like there's like a T, like carved into his side. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, she doesn't really know anything about how that happened.
Okay.
So he was coming down this morning. Does he normally come down in the morning to use the bathroom?
Yeah, I let him down about 6 times a day. And then about 11 o'clock at night is when I usually go to bed.
So basically he goes up there and then he's locked up there, right? Unless he's let out.
Yeah.
And so Amanda knew that he wasn't breathing when you guys left today. Is that right?
Yeah, yes. That's why she, that's why she told Alex about that.
Does her cell phone have a passcode on it?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
Do they keep the phones from you?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a phone. The internet or phone or whatever.
Why is that? You're a grown-ass woman.
Right. Because apparently I tell too many secrets.
Is that what they said?
Pretty much. But I can't keep my mouth shut.
So they don't let you talk to anybody?
And that's why you haven't talked to your mom?
Much.
Do you know your mom's phone number?
No.
Hey, I have a question. There was like a dog leash or something hanging in the living
Oh,
room.
that's Joe's toy, because he, has a boxing set,
Uh-huh.
and we hang it from the, and he likes to punch on it. And that's why that's there. We took it down, but I guess we forgot to take the leash down.
Is there any reason at all that the Josiah would be considered a missing person?
No,
No. Al didn't take him?
no, his mom gave him to him. Because apparently she used a crackhead.
Are you for sure about that, or is that just
That's
what
what
you've been
they all
told?
been told, because, yeah.
Because you weren't around when that happened, were you?
Yeah, came down 3 years ago.
And he is 3 years old?
Yeah. And we had him for like a couple of years now or so.
But he was a baby, right?
Probably a year and a half, maybe.
When you got him, when they got him?
Yeah.
So, were you here when they got him? Or did you come after?
No, he was here.
Okay. How did that go down?
I don't know the full story on that one. I mean, she kept a lot from me about that one, so.
Do you know why they moved from Wisconsin to here?
Because it's halfway between his family and ours, I guess, is what they said.
Where's his family?
I think some in New York, New Jersey, and up north somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what happened to the older brother that used to stay with them?
He got sent back to his mom
For what reason?
because he wouldn't listen.
In North Carolina, right?
Well, they drove to Washington. Washington, yeah, Washington
DC or Washington State?
State.
Near California?
So was that kid getting beat on too for not listening?
No.
No. Is it because that kid could tell people, or was Dakota like a normally developed kid?
Yeah.
Developmentally okay? He could talk and tell you about stuff?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
he kind of confide in you? Did he find you as a safe person?
No, it's not telling me to talk to me. I didn't want to hear his problems. I know how bad that sounds out loud.
You originally told me that the older brother was like North Carolina. Didn't you?
I think Amanda told us.
Oh, okay.
Well, they drove to Washington. I don't know if they moved to North Carolina, but I know that they had to drive to Washington because I had to think of it. I don't know what I was doing then.
Is there anything at all that you can think of, abuse to Dakota, or anything at all that you can think of that you haven't told us that could help us in this investigation?
Sometimes he would strangle him. Like I seen him not like his knees on his chest and his hands on his throat.
What do you? Sorry.
And he would throw him upstairs and slam the door behind him. And he would tell him, "This is hard."
I know it isn't, I'm sorry, but we appreciate you being open with us.
I told you everything now.
Would he choke him unconscious?
No. He would just choke him for like 30 seconds and let go. And then, yeah,
And throw him upstairs and tell him what?
I don't know. Sometimes tell him to bend over and cross his legs and spread out his hands. And then if he wouldn't do that, he'd go upstairs and do it all over again.
So I'll just be honest. I mean, Dakota had some pretty bad injuries to his anus area.
I don't know nothing about that one. I'm
Well,
just heard of that now.
When he's telling him to bend over and cross
Yeah.
his legs, what do you think he was doing?
I don't know about that one, but I know he would always pour hot sauce on his butt and then and stuff like that. And then make him scream, taunt, and stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
Make him sit in hot sauce and salt and everything, and yeah. He would go, because Dakota would be laying on the floor, his backside would be to the railing area, and then Al would go upstairs and just like dump the hot sauce all over him, on his sores and everything. Make him burn, is what he says.
Did Amanda ever do anything to stop this?
Well,
Explain to me Amanda's part in when this was going on.
next time Amanda would be at work lately, and when he does it, do it as soon as she walks out the door.
But before, when she was there, I mean, it's evident that she was aware that it was going on.
Yeah. And she told him to stop. She's been telling him to stop because he's been had too much going on with his body, and just let him do what he wants and stuff like that. I don't know that for sure, but yeah.
Did she ever try and stop Al?
None of us have.
Why not?
I'd only let, I don't know, I don't know.
I mean, these are just questions that I have to ask.
I
I know
know.
that there's, I mean, was there a fear factor? Or,
For me, I know it was. I'm terrified of him. He gets angry too easily.
what happened to your wrist, hon? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just not done it since I was in like 6th grade.
But you didn't know Takoda to ever self-harm? No?
Doesn't really seem like he had anything he could self-harm with. I mean, he was locked up in that attic most of the time.
There was a hole in the drywall, and it looked like something had been scratching it up there.
Yeah, we had a dog up there for a while.
Okay, so the dog did that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you give us a minute? Do you need anything? Give us just a minute.
Okay, hon, hang out here. You doing okay? This water's not open. You want some more water?
Thank you.
Okay.
Jennifer?
Yeah.
Where are you going tonight? Are you going back home?
No,
Do you want to go to a shelter?
I'm going back home.
Do you have a key?
Amanda's on it.
Okay. So you want the keys from Amanda?
I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I can't drive.
We'll make sure you get there.
We'll get you there.
We got that taken care of. After
Sorry, go ahead.
after tonight, what are your plans? Are you staying here? Or are you going back to Wisconsin?
Hoping to get back home.
Back home? Where is home? I mean, I know Wisconsin's home, but do you have an address?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Are you, how will we stay in touch with you?
I don't know.
Will you stay in touch with us?
Yeah.
Do you know your mom's phone number?
It's not Amanda's phone.
That's right, I asked you that earlier.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings or anything that you know their numbers that we could get in touch with you through?
The only way to get a hold of him is through Facebook.
Yeah. Do you have a Facebook account? How long ago did Khalil leave?
Couple about 2 years back, I think shortly after I got, yeah.
Do you have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
What's your name on Facebook?
It's, I don't remember, just so she does that one.
Oh.
Here, pen and paper, maybe I can remember if I write things down, please.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep. Yeah. The best one to contact is my brother James, and so that he can wake up Mom. She's probably sleeping. If you could try and get hold of him, to get call him. So. That's my account, and this is my password, so. I don't know whether I graduated, right? Or, I don't know which one it would be, so.
Okay, so it's Jenny _ your last name _12 @hotmail.com, and then class of 2012 or class of 12.
Yeah.
And you're giving us permission to get into your Facebook to contact your family?
Yeah.
What's your Facebook name though?
Just my name, Jennifer Ebert. But
Jennifer Ebert.
yeah, and it has a picture of my dog. So, do you know what's gonna happen with my dog? You know it's not important, but I'd like to know.
No, it is important. We know it's important to you. We're going to take you back to your house, the house in Kensington.
Yeah.
But, I mean, from there, I guess we can attempt to contact your family. You don't have any phones or any way to contact people? There's no house phone or anything there?
Well, I do got a cell phone, but they took the internet away from me, so. I don't know what the internet password is.
What did you do to get in trouble?
I told a friend that I was going the wrong way because I was getting tired of everything that was going on.
What friend?
I don't remember. But
You have any friends around here?
not around here, no.
So somebody from Wisconsin? Your face looks bruised to me. Is it bruised? In the cheeks?
No, it just gets red. No, the bruise is probably from the dog to your house. One day I was her balls under the couch and I was bent over to get her over and her head literally slammed into mine. So, hurt like hell. Since that dog is mean, is she going to put down
What dog, your dog?
the white one?
She's mean? Like mean to people?
Or something?
Why? Has she been abused too? No.
No. Because then her and her baby got like 3 puppies from the same litter, and she got jealous because I was spending too much time with his dog, so she became the mean one off of the group. She became jealous, I guess, because he wouldn't take her out. And then when she got run over by the neighbor, when Elsa got run over by the neighbor, she became aggressive towards strangers. I do want that dog mainly back. Be careful. I just want that
You can contact the animal shelter. If you can.
I'm gonna make sure you have my contact information too, okay? We can figure out how to work through a lot of this stuff. Okay, this is Detective Park, you haven't met him yet, and you know me, Detective Sloth. We had the first E-Ran, I went over your rights, you remember that?
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent, all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, just to let you know, obviously you came in here with Amanda today. You are still free to leave, okay? At any time, that holds true. But I wanted to ask you a couple questions about things that I came across, okay? And verify that this is Takoda and not somebody else. Were you here when he was in that room that's now Josiah's?
Yeah.
Okay, is that the room that he was in?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be him? Or is that his older brother?
That's him, yeah.
That's Takoda?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is in the basement. Is that where Takoda slept in the basement?
Yeah.
Is that like the back room where the straw and stuff was?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one here, is that Takoda?
Yeah.
And that is the position that he would have to stay in that you showed me?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is obviously up in the attic.
It's not an attic, it's an upstairs. I would not ever sleep in an attic. Attics are scary. So this is an upstairs.
Okay. Well, the upstairs attic area. And obviously it's dark in there.
Yeah. He does have a light up there. He's just...
The light didn't work when we were there, I know that. This, I think, is him with the shorts on his head.
Yeah.
Getting that same, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Him been over with the shorts on his head because he wasn't supposed to wear them?
Yeah.
Okay. Same picture, it looks like, or one similar with him with his shorts on his head bent over with his arms on the floor. And then this is him obviously up in the attic too, but he had shorts on there.
Yeah.
And that looks like that was maybe June of this year. That's Takoda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a better picture of it. And he's still doing that stance where he's bent over with his hands. And then this one, it looks like, I don't know what he's doing.
He's cleaning up the floor.
He's cleaning up the floor.
Yeah, that's what that gray bucket was always for. It was for him to scrub.
Cleaning?
Yeah.
Okay. And this window is boarded up. I'm guessing that some light came in from that area.
Yeah, there was a little light that came up, but that light bulb does work. Like that.
Well, it wasn't working when we were out there.
I don't know why not, but I know it always worked. Because it's always been the same light bulb that's been up there. Because the light switch is on the bottom of the stairs, not the top. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of the main thing. This one here, were you there when Khalil was there?
A little bit. I was off on with, like, always off on with my dog. I was never really around much, yeah.
Okay. But they shared a room at one point?
Yeah.
It looks like his hands are behind his back.
Yeah, because Takoda always, I don't know how to describe it, he was always standing on the table, dancing around, doing everything. He would actually strip for Khalil, too. If you ask Khalil, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you that, because even Takoda even admitted it. That he would do a little strip dance on the table.
Well, there was no bedding on this bed. Was that Khalil's bed?
Yeah, because I know he always peed himself, too. Like, I don't know why they always did it, but they just...
Well, when they would be in this room when it was nighttime, was it locked?
Only at nighttime when everybody goes to bed, because it's just safer that way.
Okay, to lock them in.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess at this point, were you upstairs then? Is that where you lived in the upstairs, or did you live in the back room?
Yeah, I had that back. No, I was upstairs at this time.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you think we should know? Did anything else come up?
Not really. Just, I know Takoda pretty much did this, like, he didn't do it mainly to himself, but he always, like, because Al doesn't abuse him, he just disciplined him. He just, like, used a spatula to spank his hands and his butt. But when I told you that he stomped on him that day, I didn't.
Okay, let me stop you real quick. I know that Amanda's manipulating you.
No, she is not. No,
yes,
she is not. No, she's not. I'm telling you, telling you what is going on. Why would Amanda tell me things to say?
Because your story has consistently changed every time.
Yeah, it could, but I could remember some stuff too.
Jennifer, you're about to get caught in a trick bag. We had the jail calls. We had the conversations between Al and Amanda where they're telling you that you're a dog and that you need to get that dog to shut the fuck up.
Yes,
because if that dog talks, that dog's going to get fucking pounded. All right? We have the jail calls. So all you're doing right now is you're lying for two individuals that physically abused a child for years. That's what's happening.
And I think she probably still mentally abuses you, and I'm not okay with it. Okay? What can we do to help you, Jennifer? I know she's your sister, but she is not a good person. Have you been in touch with your mom at all? Do you have a way to get in touch with your mom? I mean, does your mom know what's going on?
No.
Tell me what's going on. Are you upset because you're scared? Are you upset because she's been mean? Are you upset because we're telling you this? Why are you so upset? Did she tell you these things before we did? Is she threatening to take your dogs? Okay. Are both the other dogs yours?
No, I just got one.
What are the dogs' names?
You got Nico, Sheba, and Champ, and then you got Maya in the house.
Okay. Do any of them bark a lot?
Yeah, they bark.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of, I think maybe we'll have her go a different direction or something. I don't want her passing.
Do you feel safe at that house right now?
Yeah.
Legit?
Do you really feel safe?
Because
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it right now.
And
Is it emotional where you feel like things can change on an emotional level? Like losing your dog? Is that a concern?
Did she threaten to kick you out of the house and just leave you stranded? That's kind of what it seems like.
no.
Do you have any relationship with your mom?
Yeah.
Like, is it a good relationship? Is it a bad relationship?
That's alright. I just, since I moved down here, I just never really talked to my family, I guess.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because Amanda's been in contact with your mom. Has been talking to your mom since this incident.
And I know I saw something on her phone records about you pulling a knife on Al.
That was a total misunderstanding.
Well, but in there she said something about you were upset because he got mad at you because you didn't wake Takoda up or something like that. Did he get angry at you for not doing what you were supposed to in his mind?
Yeah, 'cause if I don't do anything right, he yells at me, I guess.
If you don't do what his rules are?
Mhm.
And I know before you said that you were scared of him. I don't understand the fact that Amanda has tried to make what he did normal, because none of that was normal, okay? And I hope that, I believe you know that's not normal, to like lessen what he was doing. Because it's not. And I don't want you to think that that is normal because they were okay with it. Because I know from us talking and how upset you've been that you know it's not okay, right?
Mhm.
Yeah? Had they threatened you in the past to kick you out?
No.
Did they ever give you punishment like you were their child? I mean, as far as taking things away or telling you to go to your room or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna get you out of here. I basically just wanted to go over those pictures and see that you recognize them and recognize that area as far as being Takoda, to make sure that was him and not somebody else. Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put her across the hallway in the waiting room,
Okay.
where Terry is, because there's chairs and all the rest of that stuff.
Right.
And I'll bring back.
Amanda? Okay.
Making sure that there's somebody there. Hold on, 1 second, sorry, I have to stay up for a second. Yeah.
Hang on real quick, okay? I'm gonna shut this just for privacy.